Morning everyone, welcome to another episode of The Hunt for Bronze. This morning we got a nice little short session for you before we get on with the normal day's activities, but North Pine Dam again, if you didn't guess by the title. It's getting into that time of year where I find I can target them a bit better. This is just personal preference. I'm not running my sounder, I'm in my kayak. It's a bit easier to go find them on the edges this time of year, in my opinion. And I'm happy to be proven wrong because other people probably do it a lot better than I do here. But we're gonna go through today, we're gonna go through the spinnerbait bite, maybe a jerk bait, maybe a lipless crank, maybe a spoon, slightly off the weed, whatever. We'll just find out what works, we'll give it a go, and we'll try to catch some fish. And hopefully you guys learn something along the way. Yeah. If you haven't done so already, please like the video and subscribe to the channel. Every like helps. We're on our way to 2,000. Sorry, every subscriber helps, and so does every like. We're on our way to 2,000 subscribers for the channel for the year. We're about 150 off, maybe a bit less now. So if you guys can get on and absolutely, subscribe to my videos. Majority of viewers by a long way aren't subscribed yet. It's a free and easy thing to do. If you just look down right now on your screen, or if you're on a phone or wherever you're watching from, you'll see a little subscribe button, a little red thing. Just hit subscribe. Easy to do. If you've got a Gmail account, you've got a YouTube account essentially. It's an easy thing to do. Anyway, appreciate if you could do that. For now, I'm gonna go along and start fishing this bank. It's probably one of the banks you've seen me fish before. It's a very popular bank here at North Pine Dam. But we got such a beautiful morning. Look at that. How good is this? Absolutely glorious. Anyway, that's enough from me. I've spoken too much. Let's get cracking. Okay. As you can see in front of me, we've got a bank where there's actually a bit of foam. I don't know if you can see it on the GoPro there, but there's just foam on the edge of this bank. And that tells me one thing, one important thing, that there's been wind pushing up against it. Now, see, that's important because, well, if there's wind been pushing up against it, there's likely going to be bait in around that area. Got a jerk bait on, got the spinnerbait on. We're going to just cast and fish over these areas as well as we can. Yep, alright, so just put myself in a position. I'm now on the other side of the dam. We've got spinnerbait back on. I trolled over here for nothing, so we're going to give this a go. I'm just going to fish this rocky wind-blown point. Rock's normally good, holds a bit of heat. Good for yellers as well, so we'll see how we go. Just cast up on it and slowly roll the spinnerbait off. Don't know where the weed's sitting. It's going to be interesting. We'll just work our way around. In the calmer water, we'll crack out the jerk bait. And just kind of work our way around, as I said. Got a couple of bays here, and then we'll work down a steeper wooded bank with the spinnerbait through the potentially warmer water. Might actually find some fish sitting in there, which is a good thing. That's why we're here. That was a huge lungfish. Holy dooly. Yep, there we go. Slowly rolling that spinnerbait. Not a bad little battler. Actually, that's pretty good. It's pretty good. not gonna lie. That's pretty good. Now I don't have a net, so got a US bass grip everything, and look at that. Spinnerbait, trailer hook right in the back of the mouth, and that's why you have a trailer hook, just so it'll get them like that, as you can see there. Cool. And there's that battler there, as I said before about that stinger hook, right in the corner. All right, time to let it go. Okay, so we slowed that one right down. I was just probably fishing too quick this morning over the weed and that deeper water. Slowed it right down, off a point that has a bit of wind on it, and I got a fish. It's just such a stereotypical bass kind of spot. And, you know, I was just fishing too quick. Yep, there we go. Yeah, good. It's a good fish. That's a real good fish. It's having a go. Having a good crack. Yeah, it's a good fish. That's all that is. It's just a good bass. Good solid fish. Smoked it, look at that. As he comes in there, look at that. It's an absolute studly. Got him. Oh, pig. Yes. And he smoked it. Look how fat he is. Oh, studly. Oh, there we go. Absolute stud. Look how well he ate that too. Smoked it. Hoo-wee. Well, let's crack straight back into it. 2 bass now. 2 bass on that tasty spinnerbait. I do love me some spinnerbait fish. Now, I can tell you now, this would be a lot easier if I had the old fish finder on. Just being able to see what's down there. Unfortunately, I can't push any further up because this is as far as you can go. All right. As we move in here, we'll start trying to find where the weed is. Oh. Oh, cheeky hit in there. Cheeky little tappy tap. A little Happy Gilmore, but it didn't tap it in. Tap it in. Tap it in. Yep, there we go. And now he's aggro. That's cool. Not a big one. Not as big as the others. Oh, he's actually not bad. He's actually not as bad. Not that bad. Sick. Gotta love a good little spinnerbait session. He is hooked in a way I don't like them hooked. He's not hooked in a good way to deal with, that's for sure. Yeah, when you don't have a net. There. Oop. And as you can see, there's that Damiki spinnerbait. Well guys, that has done it for today. Caught those 3 bass. Good bit of fun to spend the morning. Probably not quite warm enough to get a consistent spinnerbait bite, but we're getting there. The water's starting to warm up, and we're probably going to get a good period in the next couple of weeks where these bad boys are going to get heaps of bites. I use the Damiki TOT spinnerbait. I just like a white one. Is the biggest thing in here. It matches the bait fish pretty well. Along with that, I rig it with a stinger hook. 2 of the 3 fish I caught were stinger hook only hookups, which is pretty important if you think about 3 fish and you don't hook 2 of them. I added a little Damiki armor shad trailer plastic on that as well. I just like the way it swims with one. You don't need it, but I just prefer it. That was matched to the old ACM Immortal 8 to 14 pound rod. This is, as you guys know, this is one of my favourite spinnerbait and buzzbait rods. Just the action on it's perfect for it. Yeah, it's a great rod for it. And that's matched with, I think I was using 20 pound leader. I was fishing a bit heavier. 20 pound braid on one of the reels I've been testing out, the Daiwa Fugo. So this and the SLX are the 2 kind of reels in that budget range that I've been testing out lately. Yeah, it's not too bad. You know, for what you pay for, it's a pretty good reel. You get good bang for buck. Anyway, that's enough from me, guys. I hope you've enjoyed this episode. Don't forget to like the video, subscribe to the channel. And until next time, go out fishing and enjoy yourselves. We out.